Alright, well this is William Moore, just going to give some exciting training. Listen, if you're looking at this video, that means you're really just getting started in this business, and that's a great thing. And one of the things that we want you to understand is that we're in business to be in business. So to be in business, you got to forget about sales. What you want to do is you want to master distribution. And so if you're going to master distribution, it's all about recruiting. And if you're going to recruit, as these people are bringing in, how are you going to get them trained? How are you going to support them? What if you're here in New York like I am, but you've actually brought somebody in across the country? How are you going to support that person? What you got to do is you got to get them into a system. And so what you're looking at really what we call our absolutes, because every business has to have absolutes. So let's go by it. First we got the sharp calls or team calls. We got three-ways and sit-downs or PBRs. We got field training, we got weekly meetings, and we got big events. And ladies and gentlemen, when we say big events, we mean big. We got a big event that's coming up, and you definitely want to be there. So why are these things important? Well, let's talk about sharp calls or our team calls. Communication is very key. How are you going to communicate with all these people across the country? Well, if you get them on a call on a daily basis, they can hear the same information. So that means that person A is in Atlanta, and person B is in New York, and person C is in California. If they get on the call at the same time, they can hear the same information. Plus, you just never know. Somebody might just say something that put it in another way without actually may resonate in somebody's mind. So definitely you want to get them onto that team call. Okay, now three-ways, sit-downs, and PBRs. What does that all mean? How do you get information to somebody? Well, you can go and you can start talking on your own, but people know that you don't have this type of a background. So if you're talking, now they're asking you questions, you can't answer it. But if you work in a team, see, everybody has a field trainer, and then the initial person, and then that prospect. What you want to do is you want to do a three-way call, and this is how you introduce the opportunity. So by using the three-way call, what you want to do is you want to bring somebody somewhere. Where do you want to bring them? Well, you probably want to bring them to a sit-down. And sit down is how you get down in this business. Can you imagine you got your field trainer, you, and that prospect, you're sitting down now giving the full presentation. What happened is you're taking the onus away from you. Now PBR, all a PBR is a private business reception. What if you have like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 people that you want to get this information in front of at one time? Well, you can set up your PBR. Now, when is the best time to set up your PBR? Well, as soon as you get started, within 24 to 48 hours, you want to set up that first PBR. In our training system, all of our new recruits get 2 PBRs. All right, excellent. So how do you want to get those people to the PBR? The three-way call. So you're going to have someone else invite that person to the PBR, because it's so I don't understand why certain things happen the way they do, but sometimes a third party has more credibility than you. And so by setting up your PBR, what are we going to do now? Now we're going to give a full presentation. Why is that important? Well, field training. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody has to get field training. And with our exciting opportunity, you're going to be assigned a field trainer. So whether you hit the field training position on our financial protection side, or you've actually made it to an SD on our home essential services side, guess what? That SD is your field trainer. That field trainer is actually going to show you now how you can get from wherever you are, to a higher position. So everybody's got to go through field training. And then, of course, weekly meetings. Ladies and gentlemen, weekly meetings will make you money. That's where we all come together on a weekly basis. Sometimes you need like-minded individuals to come together, because you know what? Life is rough. People are going to say some things to try to discourage you, but if you're with somebody who's like-minded like you, saying, hey, you saw the way I did? Great. Well, you need that. Plus, it's a formal presentation for what? Your prospect. So weekly meetings is very important. And then, of course, big events. Ladies and gentlemen, really big events. I mean, weekly meetings is a precursor to the big event. And when we're talking about big, we're talking about big. You want to stretch somebody's imagination? We got a meeting, we got a big event coming up. We're going to be in Las Vegas. Are you kidding me? Las Vegas. Can you imagine? We're going to be going, there's going to be thousands of people all around the world coming in to Vegas. What big events does is they stretches your imagination, stretches your vision. Really get you excited about the opportunity, but also shows you the bigness of the opportunity. So really in review, when we're talking about these absolutes, remember, these are the absolutes in your business. And it's not always about you, it's the people on your team. So if you've recruited 5 people on your team, you plus some 5 have got to do these 5 absolutes. If you got 100 people on your team, guess what? The more people you have doing these absolutes, you can ensure that you have a big business. So we're really going to thank you guys for chiming in. And one of the key things, remember, there's 5 absolutes, ladies and gentlemen, in this business. You start doing all 5, watch your business grow. This is William.